Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Tiny Cinema, an anthology movie from Dread Central, I believe. It's all about horror. It's all about little horror movies. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Here it is, Dread. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for, there it is. Thanks for checking out my channel. For those of you who are unfamiliar with my channel, I do judge a book by its cover. I look at the trailers and I analyze them from a screenwriting perspective. So that's why I get so many people like, you haven't seen this movie yet, or why don't you play the trailer? I don't play the trailer because YouTube flags me every time I do it, just about. And then when they don't flag me, sometimes the movie company flags me. I got flagged by a Russian company one time. So anyhow, this is an anthology movie. It's kind of like Creepshow or whatever. As you can see, this is like My Dinner with Zombie kind of thing. It's called Tiny Cinema. I think this is the little guy from Twin Peaks as sort of the host. There's a story about a food delivery guy, a story about a robbery gone wrong in a liquor store from the makers of Butt Boy. I don't know if that's a credit you want to brag about, but okay. Comes 6 tiny tales. How was this even made? Says some film festival, other film festival. Yeah, no, another festival. So they're having fun with that. Doesn't fit into the modern climate. Some film festival. Aha. See what they're doing? They're making up their own quotes. It's fine. I dig it. So this guy, I like this guy probably the best in the trailer, the food delivery guy. I can relate that. I do Tales of Pizza. And then there's a party where, I don't know, probably something goes wrong and they end up killing each other, it looks like. Various actors I do not recognize, except for this guy. I think this is the little guy from Twin Peaks. There's another story about a guy with a bunch of tattoos. There he is screaming. It's called Tiny Cinema. I'm not sure it's tattoos or he just has stuff written all over him. Maybe it's not the same guy. It looks like him. It might be him. On demand everywhere, September 6th on Blu-ray, October 11th. This is a good kind of movie for horror fans for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's coming out around October, so just in time for Halloween. Number two, when you have an anthology movie, it's great because if you don't like one story, you don't like how the movie's going, it's going to be over soon, and then you'll go on to the next story, so you might like that. So it's a little bit of give and take. And then hopefully something happens at the end to bring them all through. It's very similar to what I'm doing with book 10 of the Pineys. We're doing, instead of 13 chapters, I'm doing 13 short stories for book 10, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I like these things. I think it works really well for horror. I mean, really well for horror. Horror can be very short and punchy. There's not, some stories, there's just not a lot to them. There's just not a lot there. So you might as well end them short and leave people wanting a little taste of more than drag them on, for 90 minutes. So, and you could have different writers and directors and actors. You don't have to, and the actors, they know they're in a shorter sort of movie, or they're not going to be through the whole movie. They're going to act the hell out of that 5 minutes or whatever it is. So you got 6 stories over 90 minutes. Say each one's about, I'm going to say like 15 minutes each. So you really got 15 short films, or 6 short films here, about 15 minutes each, give or take. I would totally see this, of course. And then you have the upside of this too, in the modern day, is now you have 6 different shorts to put out on the internet. The downside of doing this is the trailer. Really tough. Because what do you showcase? It's tough to showcase anything. Now you got this zombie guy. He's definitely a plus. Because you got the makeup and the visual. It's a quick thing. I think the delivery guy here, Terry Cornack, he's really bringing it. I think there's a lot of charisma in him. He's got a uniform. That helps. The look really helps on something like this. Um, this guy, I'm not sure what his deal is. They got some gunplay. That's always good. I don't think there's a lot, but some. The woman knifing a guy, the machine gun. For some reason, the guy had a stiffy walking into the shot. I don't know if that's part of the story or whatever. I assume it is. Yeah, there it is. It's pretty funny. And you got these people dancing. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's, I think this could work. This could work very well and be a fun movie to see in October or around the Halloween holiday, with your friends and say, oh, let's go see a scary movie. And, this way, some people like movies 1, 2, and 5, and the others like 3, 4, and 6, So it's something for everybody. Hopefully they're different enough. You don't want to make them too similar. That's one definite screenwriters, and it is good if you could somehow tie it all in at the end. Creepshow had was it Creepshow or the other one I'm thinking of, the one with the cat, Cat's Eye. I'm thinking of Cat's Eye. So Cat's Eye had the cat to tie it all in. I forget what Creepshow had. I think they had a overarching narrative that tied it all in. Maybe it was the Crypt Keeper. I don't know. It's been so long since I saw it. This doesn't appear to have that. Maybe the little guy is the host, the creepy host. That could work. Or, like I'm doing with the Pineys, you could tie it all in story-wise. Like, it turned out maybe some of these stories tied into each other and you didn't realize it until you saw them because you put them in out of order and you make it as disjointed as possible. And then you get to the last story, you go, wait a minute. And that's always a fun thing to do. I had a lot of fun doing that with some of the Piney stories. So, yeah, Chinese cinema. When's this coming out? Did I say? Oh, September 6th. Blu-ray. Still doing Blu-rays. October 11th. So, perfect Halloween movie. So, good luck, Dread. I'll look for it. See if I can find it online somewhere. And that's it for me, Tony D. and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for more bass takes. We do 4 videos a day. 4. And you got to check out the bass takes over at Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble because, yeah, Joan gets pretty based. Oh, the stuff she says. I can't put it on YouTube anymore. No. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.